In today's video, I'm going to show you a top secret ninja video link ranking technique. So be prepared.
So you want to be a rock superstar and live large, big house, 5 cars, you're in charge.
Okay, so we're here on my computer, and what I'm going to be showing you today is a technique I've used when I get a video that's being really stubborn and it's really stuck on like page 2 or whatever it is. I just can't get it to move, and I really need to give it some power for the keyword that I'm trying to rank it for. So I'm going to walk you through the entire process with a brand new one. Now, disclaimer, this is I haven't checked the search on this term. It may be super easy. It may not rank at all. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. Throughout this, you're going to assume that you've already done the basics of your video SEO and your link building and your social signals and your upload and all that sort of thing. And you've gotten it, and it's just not getting it's stalled out, and you need to give it some extra power and relevance. So put yourself in that frame of mind before you start like criticizing anything that we do in this video. So now, having gotten that out of the way, the term that I've decided to use as an example is Myrtle Beach accounting firm. So what we're going to do is we're going to upload the video like we would anything else, and we're going to change the name of our file to the term that we want to rank for. And this is like some extra stuff that's not even part of this technique, but I just figured I'd show it to you since we're doing it. And we're going to come in here. Stuff it in these first few slots. Click apply. And we're going to upload it. Gonna put it in the description a few times. The tag, although the tag probably doesn't matter. Set the location to where it is. If you had a specific business you were doing this for, you would obviously pick that. And again, this is not even the technique I'm showing you today. This is just a standard upload. I figured I'd walk you through the whole thing while we're at it. You can find this technique in another video on my channel. I think it's called something like how to do on-page SEO for video or something like that. So just look through the videos and figure it out. I'll try to link to it, but sometimes I forget. And if you had a thumbnail, you'd do that, but that's kind of beyond the point of this. So we're going to publish that. Okay, we're back, and you can see our video is now uploaded, and it has the term Myrtle Beach accounting firm in it. So now here's where we're going to get to the real meat of the technique I want to show you. But again, I need to reiterate that you don't do just this. Do all the things that you do to rank video. Hit it with social links, social signals, embeds, what have you. That's not the point of this video. This is just to show you this one technique that will pass on a huge amount of power and relevance to the video to help push it up. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go over to whatever registrar that we prefer. I like to use Namecheap. So then we'll put in, what we're going to do is we're going to put in the exact term that we're trying to rank for. And let's see if the .com is available. I'd be surprised if it is, but oh, it is. So we're going to add that to our cart. And basically we're going to go ahead and purchase this particular domain. So I'm going to pause while I check out, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and we have successfully purchased the domain. So now this is where the real magic is going to come in. So what we're going to do is and this is going to look different depending on who your registrar is. So if you have GoDaddy or Bluehost, I don't know, whoever you have, just figure out where you need to do a 301 redirect. They're all pretty straightforward, at least the major ones are. So you're going to come in here, and you're going to edit this portion that says redirect domain. And you're going to click in here and remove this destination URL. And then you're going to come over to your video and paste in the URL of the video. And click check. Now that's going to take a little while to index, so I want to talk for a minute about what we're doing here. A 301 redirect is where you tell that domain to point to another URL. In this case, we're telling this domain, myrtlebeachaccountingfirm.com, to point to our video that we're trying to rank for Myrtle Beach Accounting Firm. So what that's going to do is going to pass on that whatever links are pointing to myrtlebeachaccountingfirm.com. And it's also going to pass on the relevance of that domain, both from the links that it has, the content on it, and the domain name itself. So what we're doing is we're passing on a ton of relevance from myrtlebeachaccountingfirm.com onto our video. Now, we're not done yet. There's a lot more to make this really work right. But a couple things I want to address real quick is another way you can go about this is you can first build a site on myrtlebeachaccountingfirm.com. And, for our example, you can, write a nice 500 to 1,000 word article and embed your video on it and wait for it to index and then 301 redirect it over. Some people like to do that because it's just adds. I honestly don't know why. They think it's safer, and I guess I can kind of understand that if you want to wait for it to get indexed. But what I'm doing is just going straight for the redirect. Sometimes I've done it one way, sometimes I've done it the other. I haven't noticed much benefit one way or the other to doing it. So what we're going to do today is just, instead of setting up a site on myrtlebeachaccountingfirm.com, we're just going to set up the domain to 301 redirect over to the video. So now we want to check and make sure that this has worked. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this URL. And by worked, I mean that it's taken effect. So we're going to pause. Actually, we're not going to pause. We'll just bring up an incognito window, and we're going to type in myrtlebeachaccountingfirm.com. And see how it immediately takes you over to the YouTube video. So now we're going to check and see if it's indexed. It probably hasn't yet. If I can type. It probably hasn't, but yeah. Eventually it'll get indexed, but that's not for, you don't really have to worry about that anyway. So the next thing you're going to want to do is, now you have a powerful, well, not powerful, but you have a domain with a lot of relevance pointing directly to the video that you want to rank. So now what you want to do is power this domain up. So what you want to do is come over to Conquer or Legit or Fiverr or wherever and get some SAPE links. Now, if you're not familiar with SAPE, this is the blackest of black hats, but it's super powerful. Basically, a SAPE link is a link from Russian hackers that get links on other people's sites with extremely high metrics, and then you just pay to rent them every month. So I have some preferred vendors for it that you can find in my Facebook group, but basically I'm going to give you an example right here. So we're going to come over to Conquer, and you're going to get whatever SAPE gig that you want to get, but this is the one I've used a lot with a great deal of success. In fact, you can see right there, he screenshots my testimonial to him. So this is a pretty powerful one. What I like to do is grab the one with, I think you get 10 extra for $20. And then what you're going to do is point all of those links over to this domain, myrtlebeachaccountingfirm.com, with the exact anchor text, Myrtle Beach Accounting Firm. And then that's going to power this domain up, and it's going to pass that juice onto your video. And the good news is, I know that there's a lot of nervous Nellies out there worried about, well, won't I get penalized? Won't I get over-optimized? Whatever. The good news is, if you fuck something up on this, you can just go in and remove this redirect. So you haven't lost anything except for the $8 and the links that you've built to it. And then in addition to these SAPE links, so check this guy out. He does a great job. It's Taranov is the username. He's going to hit. And then the other thing you want to do is come over, and you don't necessarily have to do this, but if you want to add even more power, you can grab a nice 25 link PBN package. I've had good success with this one. It's Malinat. She has a really good reputation in the SEO industry, and it's a gig I use quite a bit. So what you do is this is going to give you 25 powerful PBN links, and now they're not going to be the most relevant or anything like that, but then you buy this package, and again, you just send all 25 of them over to your domain, myrtlebeachaccountingfirm.com, and that's going to power that up even more, and it's going to pass that power on to your video. And then if that doesn't get budget, you really are in trouble, but because you've really hit it with a ton of relevance and a ton of power all at once. So that's what you're gonna do. This technique has worked super well for me when I've gotten clients video clients that get stuck on page 2 after I've done all the other things that I do. I've never told this to anybody else before, so I hope that you appreciate it. And I'll walk you through it real quick one more time. So you're gonna upload your video and optimize it properly. Like I said, you can check that out in another video on my channel, or just ask in the Facebook group. I also have a course that'll teach you how to do some of that. And then you're going to come over to Namecheap or whatever registrar that you want and buy an EMD. EMD stands for exact match domain of the term that you want to rank for. And it doesn't have to be the .com, by the way. It can be any of those goofy ass TLDs like .biz, .training, whatever. This is the important part, the exact match. If you can get the .com, .net, or .org, that's great. If not, just pick one of the other ones. Then you're going to come in and you're going to do a 301 redirect of that URL over to the video you uploaded. That way it's going to take that URL and it's going to redirect anybody to the video. I know that probably seems basic for some people, but for some people this probably seems really advanced, so I want to be as precise about that as possible. So once that's done and it's taken effect, you want to get whatever source that you like to get powerful links. I recommend you get SAPE links from somewhere on Conquer or Legit if that's up when you're watching this video. And then you want to get some powerful PBN links, like a nice package like this where you can get a bunch for a reasonable price. Hit all of them to the domain that you just bought with exact match anchors, and it's going to power up that domain, and that domain is going to pass that power and relevance over to the video. So hopefully that all makes sense. If it doesn't, ask questions in the comments below. Ask questions in my Facebook group. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like videos like this, do me the biggest favor ever and click subscribe and then the notification bell, so whenever I drop a new video, as I'm going to be doing every day for at least the next month, you're going to get notified. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.